Okay, we looked at preferences and tabs last time, and we created these tabs. We showed how you could move them around over here and close them down again. Let's look at opening a file. Now we could look at the organizer over here. We'll look at that in depth later on, but I just want to open a file. And you see here with this file menu, we can go straight to open, and it brings up this little interface box here, and it will have these tabs on the top here, which you can actually use to select and search for images. And we can actually go to date taken. So you may have a large file of images. You can actually filter by a specific date. So you can filter images here if you want to by clicking on the little button by the side here, these buttons here. Stack by the date taken. We can group them all together. You can actually look for tags. So again, if you've been using tagging images in previous software programs, you've added tags. You can actually search for tags inside separate folders. If I click on D700, you can see there it brings up a tagged D700 image rather than the image that's at the front. We can size them up. So image size, whatever size they are, 1 to 16 megabytes, you can stack by size. And if you've rated your images in any other program, you can look for ratings. I'm very lazy on that front. I don't tend to rate my images very much. We can also do a search for different file formats. So maybe you've got some layered PSDs you want to look for. If you click on Photoshop PSD, it actually tells you at the top there there's no items in this folder for you to look for. Same again with raw files. You may only have a file full of JPEG files. There they all are. You could always go down to all formats, so there may be some bitmaps and grayscale, whatever else, lab color images you've saved in there. So there's all those different ways of actually looking for images before you open. We can go, use this little green arrow there, go back to the main photo deck file structure, and if I just scroll down here, you can see there's lots of files in there, all dated. I tend to shoot and add dates to the folders, and then add tags to the image inside those dated folders. Just makes it searchable. And I activated the scroll mouse, remember, and I can scroll through these images, and I'll just choose on this one. This gives me the idea of the size of the image when I'm going to open it, the format it is, and I could open that now, but let's have a look at the icon size, because you can change the size of the icons which appear here in your open dialog box. So just click on a different one. Again, if you just roll the mouse over the top of them, it'll give you any idea of tags and shooting date and image size. We can go to a list. A list again will give you the shooting date. It'll give you any tags you've added, the size of the file, and if you've been bothered to rate them, as you can see there, I haven't, any ratings that you may have on those image files. So you can use this open box as a searchable box to find the files you're looking for. Let's just go back to large icons. You can see there the box itself is also expandable. Just mouse down on that blue area at the side and pull it out, or if you want to move it, mouse down in the deeper blue area at the top there, and you can move it across. Again, with the scroll mouse activated, I can scroll up and down in these. I'm still going to choose this file here, and you can see there it's 3.37 megabytes. All I need to do is click open, and that's going to open the file here in Elements. Now just click on the layers there. It shows you there that I've opened it as a background layer, and it's locked. Now one of the things you can do with this is to unlock the background layer and use it as a layer. So just double click in there on the icon. I can rename this one as Manchester, and just click OK. I'm going to use normal blend mode, 100% opacity, and just click OK, and that stops it being a background. That actually makes it into a layer. So it's a very useful little trick to have. If I go Control Z, Command Z, that'll take me back to my original background layer. So Control Z, Command Z lets you step back in time. We can duplicate this layer, or we can use a shortcut, or we can drag it down to the create a new layer icon. So mouse down on the icon there, drag it down to the top, and that's going to give you a background copy. Double click inside the type area there, and you're set up to rename this one. So Manchester Blend, and we can use this to blend with the image below. Very simply, we can rotate things, we can do all kinds of things. Now you could actually free rotate the layer, or we can just turn the whole lot round. Your options are open now to whatever you want to do. Let's just Control Z, Command Z, and go back in time again. What I'm going to do with this now on the Manchester blend layer is use a shortcut, Shift Control U, Shift Command U, and that just desaturates this layer, and you can actually just switch it on and off. You can see what's happened there. And just to get used to what the opacity is of a layer, if I just use this slide and slide them down there, you can see there the black and white layer is being reduced in opacity, and the background layer underneath is showing through. And we can also look at the undo history option, and it's one of the little tabs I've not called up yet, so I'll just click on undo history, and you can see there at the bottom there undo history comes in. As I said before, you can actually drag that into one of the other tabs. Let's just double click on the layers to reduce it, and you can actually go back in history. Let's look at the layers again. We're back in where we were before. Double click on that again, and we can actually go all the way back through history. We've got a flyout menu at the side there we can use again. We can go to the duplicate layer, we go to open. If we go back into our layers now, we can actually see that we've just as we started with the background layer, because we've gone back in history, we had the duplicate layer there, duplicate and rename. So history, undo history is quite an interesting thing. If you make a mistake, you can actually use the undo history to go backwards. Okay, that's just been a quick look at this. Until the next time, of course. Bye for now.